Yes, thank you once again. This is Engineer Charles Dickens, KCD. So as I told you yesterday we looked at how two-way switches work. So today we are going to look at how an intermediate switch works. So this is a two-way switch with this one. So this is an intermediate switch, as you can see. Now, before we go further, just tap on that like button and subscribe for more videos, as we shall be going through other steps. So let us first take a theory of how the intermediate switch operates. Now, let us say this is our switch 1, this is our switch 2, and this is our switch 3. Let us have it here. Switch 1, switch 2, and switch 3. Let's first look at the theory of this. So, now, how? Let us first move at the theory. When switch 1 is off, when all the switches are off, all the switches are off. Let's have another column here for the result. Let's have that as our result. So when all the switches are off, we shall not have a light. So we shall have 0. 0 means off. So 0 is for off and 1 is for on. So we shall have that 0. So when switch 1 is on and these other two switches are off, let's have this one off, let's have this off. So what shall we get? We shall have that this one is what? 1. So 1 means that these two, I said, if the switch 1 is on and the two switches are off, we shall have power. Meaning these two lamps which will give us power, or it will light. So we are going to look at the practical bit of it, and we confirm and we get also the reason why this thing it is like this. Why when all the three switches are off it will give us power. Then let's go to the next thing. When we maintain this switch 1 on, and we maintain this switch 2 on, and we maintain this switch 3 off, what will be the result? We shall have a 0, which will be off. So we shall not receive any power. Reason of it, we shall also look at the reason that in the last switch, or in switch 3, we shall find out that the common is what? The common is continuous with another line which is not making the supply to complete the circuit. So let's go to the next, where we are having all the two switches, all the three switches are on. This one we maintain on, and also this on. We shall get a power. So members, let's now go and we find out, and we find out how this will work. Now we have, this is our isolator where we are going to tap power from. So let's have that our isolator. So we go and we start testing. Let us also look at this scenario where we shall have this is off, this is on, this is off, and the third light being what? On. Let's have, what will be the result? We shall have no light. Oh, meaning these lamps will not give light. So let us now test. As I was saying, this is our isolation box, isolator, where this is where our main switch is going to be fed from. So this is our consumer unit, and now let's turn it on. So you can also see from here it is still off. So for you to turn it on, you have to push up like this. So now our power is already here, but this one is still off. You also put from the double pole, put on, and also this one is for light. So this one, it is not connected, there is no need of that now. So this is what I was saying. When all these switches are off, just like I said from here, when all these switches are off, there is no light given, or there is no output. There is no output completely. Let us look at the reason. Now we are testing this two-way switch. When it is in off position, common here, which is supplying power, if you can see, this is common, and you can see there is power. So common is continuous with the L2, which is this one. So if I am to also test this L2, I will have power. So, but from here, meaning there is power here. Yeah? There is power here, and this intermediate switch, when it is in off position, it is what? It is continuous with this L2 of the second, or of the second terminal. You can see this one, it is continuous with this one. So meaning there is power, and this one is taking power. This L2 of the second terminal of this intermediate switch, it is taking power here, and it is bringing to L1 of the third switch here. And we know in off position, L1 common is continuous with the L2. So meaning, but power is here. So it means that the circuit is not complete. And for us to get now a power, we shall have to break this, to turn this switch on, such that we are able to make this common continuous with what? With the L1. So let us try. When we do like this, or when we put it on, we are able to realize power. So let us go to the next thing. That is the reason why when all the three switches are put off, there will be no power. So, or there will be no light given out. Now let us take a look on the second one. When one switch is on, and the second switch and the third switch are off, there is going to be power, and that is the power. The lamp is going to give an output which is 1. So let's put, so meaning the first switch is on and these other switch are off. You can see this one is off and this one is off, but there is output of power, meaning when this one is on position, it means that L1 is continuous with the common. So it is L1 which is supplying power here, and meaning our power is going to be here in this second thing. And when this intermediate switch is in off position, as you can see, it is continuous with this one, with the L2 of the second terminal. This one, you can see there is power. Now let's move here. This L2 here is bringing power to what? To L1. To this L1 is bringing power to L2 of the third switch. So this is L2, and there is power also here. There is power. Let us have, there is power here. As you can see, there is power. Now, why is it that this switch is off and it is giving light? It is because when switch is off, it is continuous. Its common is continuous with the L2, and this L2 is having power. So it means that this lamp feed has power. That is why we are able to register light. Now let's go to the next thing, and that is the next theory about the intermediate switch, which is on. When switch 1 is on, when switch 1 is on, switch 2 is on, and switch 3 is off. Let's do that. Let's maintain this one in on position. This one, let's put it in off position. on position, and this one let's maintain in what? This one on and this one off. So we are not in position to get what? Power. So the theory still continues. When this one is on, when this first switch is on, line 1 or L1 is bringing power here. But since this intermediate switch is on, it means that this L1 it is continuous with this one. This L1 is continuous with the L2 of the second switch, and this L2 of the second terminal, it is here. It is connected. It is connected to the first terminal, to the L1 here. So that is why we are able to receive power here. And since when this common is off, or when this switch is off, the common is continuous with the L2. That is why we are not in position to receive what? Light, meaning the circuit is not complete. So that is the reason why when switch 1 is off, switch 1 is on, and switch 2 is on, and the last switch, which is switch 3, is off, we are not in position to get output. So that is the reason. Let us take a scenario where we have all the switches, all these switches are on. Let's also put this one on. So we are able to get light, which is 1 here. We have switch 1 on, switch 2 on, switch 3 on. So we are able to realize output given by the lamps. Now let's have the theory still. This one is on, meaning common is continuous with the L1. This one is on, meaning common here, which means L1 here is continuous with this L2. This L2 is terminated to L1 of the first what? To L1 of this switch. And when this switch is on, common is continuous with this L1. That is why we are able to realize output. Let us go and take a look at the next scenario where we are having when switch 1 is on, switch 2 is off, and switch 3 is on. Let's put this switch 2 off. So you can see we are in position not to realize the output, or the lamps will not give on light. So that is how simply an intermediate switch operates. So in our next video we shall look at how you can connect other intermediate switches here in order to give us the same output. So for more information you can contact me or go through my YouTube channel. On my telephone number is 0770 84 85 41, or you can get me on 0773 84 62 71, or you can get me on Gmail. You can inbox me, send me a Gmail message on kcharlesdickens@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. Have a blessed day.